Life as We Know It with Tom Walton.
Funerals, it has been said, are as much for the living as the deceased. If that is true, more than 300 of Toledo's most prominent citizens got a gift from an old friend a few weeks ago, a chance to say goodbye in a location he surely would have picked himself. 2 months after the unexpected death of Clyde Scoles, executive director of the Toledo-Lucas County Public Library, the community came together to honor a man they all considered a friend. They came not to a mortuary or a church, but a library. A brand new one, in fact. The TLCPL Systems' new Mott branch on Dorr Street, soon to be the system's gleaming star, is not even open yet. But it was the perfect setting for the love and tributes that poured forth for the man who guided its planning and oversaw its construction. The memorial service seemed part celebration of life, part high school reunion. Much of the city's leadership, past and present, was there to pay respects. Elected officials, business leaders, educators, and scores of others came to honor a man that, to my knowledge, nobody disliked. Former Lathrop executive Bob Maxwell, in his eulogy, noted that Clyde never learned how to be angry. True enough. But the man was nonetheless an aggressive advocate for libraries and library funding. He knew his way around the halls of the legislature in Columbus. With an approach that was ferociously focused, yet genteel, he commanded respect. Mayor Wade Kapsakevich put Mr. Scoles' 3 decades of local library leadership in perspective, noting that Clyde had come to Toledo when libraries were still reliant on card catalogs. Mayor Kapsakevich is the 8th mayor of Toledo during Mr. Scoles' tenure. Over the years, the director and the system adapted to technological change and political change, but through it all, the primary mission remained the same, the dissemination of knowledge to those who seek it. His love of libraries, books, and history made him the perfect partner in several ventures with the Blade and our ownership family, the Blocks. The Blade Rare Book Room at the downtown library is just one example. Literacy programs are another. The Author Lecture Series is as popular as ever, and it has been my honor to serve as host of the library's Sight and Sound Video Archive History Series. My profound regret is that we did not get Clyde to sit down for one of our video interviews before we lost him. Though it could hardly come as a surprise, it might not be generally known that Clyde was courted over the years by other city library systems, most notably Salt Lake City. He had a choice to make, the city by the Maumee River or the city by the Wasatch Mountains of Utah. Nobody would have blamed him had he headed west. Instead, he stayed, preferring to continue building something special in the city he'd come to love. It was love that was returned many times over by Toledoans, including one last gesture announced by the mayor at the memorial service. A portion of Michigan Street in front of the main library will henceforth also be known as Clyde Scoles Way. There could be no more fitting tribute because the Clyde Scoles Way worked pretty well.
Life as We Know It is written and hosted by Tom Walton and is a production of WGTE Public Media. Life as We Know It with Tom Walton can be heard on WGTE FM 91 every Monday afternoon during All Things Considered at 5:44 p.m. or hear past episodes at wgte.org/life.